Chatsworth residents in Swartland local municipality say they are facing ongoing challenges as they deal with the aftermath of recent severe weather conditions. Although recent inclement weather has provided some relief in the recent days to the province, they continue to face lingering effects of weeks of extreme conditions that is being felt in the community. Newzroom Afrika reporter Nasiphi Same joins us live. Nasiphi, good afternoon. You obviously with some of the residents who are facing a number of problems. Walk us through what you have to unpack for us this afternoon.
Well, Hugo, we'll start with the fact that, as you mentioned, these residents are facing the ripple effects of that inclement weather conditions we've experienced for about a month now in the Western Cape, various parts of the Western Cape adversely impacted by the rain, and in the area of the greater Chatsworth is an issue where they are saying that as much as it has been a long-standing issue with the septic tanks, the inclement weather conditions has exacerbated that. And I'm joined by a resident now who's not only going to tell us what a septic tank is, but to talk to us about the effects of the adverse weather conditions. I'm joined by Wendy Onajefe. If you could just talk to us how the system works here, the septic tank, when you're using it.
My name is Wendy Onajefe. I'm a resident in Greater Chatsworth under the Swartland municipality in the Western Cape. I have stayed here for more than 7 years. Now, what is happening here, the sewage system that is approved by the municipality is a septic tank system that you build using blocks in your premises. Now, what are the side effects? When it rains, especially during this period, the winter period, because this area is a waterlogged area, what happens, the septic tank gets full and it overflows back to your house because all the plumbing pipes are connected to the septic tank. Now, when it is full, this is what happens. The septic tanks gets full. When you flush the toilet, what happens is that the storage goes up into your toilet and it overflows into your house. Any other pipe that is connected, the storage will then find its way through your shower pipes. It is a real disaster.
And Hugo, we're just showing you, earlier on, we're just showing you the visuals of a septic tank, an example of one. The concerns that you have as a resident, taking into account that we have experienced these inclement weather conditions. Earlier on, we heard Baleni citing that this area is not only waterlogged, but it does also flood. So talk to us about the concerns you have as a resident.
My concerns that I have as a resident, one, is the lack of proper storage system. Two, a lack of storm water drainage system. In essence, there is no drainage system in the Swartland area, in particular in Greater Chatsworth. So therefore, we appeal or we demand from the municipality to put a proper sewage system and a proper storm water drainage. My other concern before I finish, we have these floodings which are contaminated by storage, because you must remember, the septic tank, when it's full, it overflows to the road. Now, the water that you see is contaminated with feces. The children are playing in those feces. The animals are eating from the feces. What could be the results thereof? We are now also highlighting this issue to the Department of Health that this is a cholera in waiting. By the way, we have children who suffer from skin rash because the children, they are playing in the water. And we are voiceless, we are helpless, we are asking. In fact, we are demanding the Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure. He was interviewed in Newzroom Afrika on the 29th of July at 8 o'clock by Xolim Gambi, where Dean McPherson said, quote unquote, I will visit communities And I'm going there to listen to the communities.
Yes.
We demand Dean McPherson to come to Greater Chatsworth under Swartland municipality to come here and address the infrastructure challenges. To finish it off, we bought the land here officially.
Yes, and we submitted.
Our plans are approved by Swartland municipality. And when they approve your building plans, they do not disclose that, do not build there, because it is a waterlog.
Let's bring in Mamwendi. Let's bring in another resident here. We just heard from Mamwendi indicating that the plots here are bought. You have plans submitted to the municipality and it is approved. You're one of the frustrated residents that has been with us since this morning.
That's correct. My name is Yvonne Ngwenya. That's correct. We buy these properties and submit the plans as previously advised. And we only find out we are on a wetland. And how has this gone through being undetected? And also, you buy it as a property, an investment property, trying to diversify. I've got pensioner parents who have bought properties here, and you cannot get rentals in. Those are the things that affect us. You're paying rates timelessly, but constantly you have this upward in need to communicate to council and demand services, which is unacceptable.
Utatu Baleni was saying to us that, and we heard from Mamwendi now, that you're demanding not only the minister, but proper infrastructure drainage system. Is that possible?
I'm sure it should be possible because we've seen it in the RDP settlement that is 100 meters away. It has been done, so town planning needs to come down and speak to property procurement, and all the departments come down and have a look and revise this, because it's no longer just a small little township. It's now a grown little town, and you can see it through the road network as well that it has developed. But now there is now a need for proper infrastructure.
Have we had perhaps these communication and this dialogue with the Swartland municipality, and what has their reception been? Because we've reached out to them as far as the concerns that you have with the septic tanks, and they've in a way kind of put us at ease, saying that majority of the issues that they are facing when it comes to leaking of septic tanks are those that are not done in a proper manner. But have you had these conversations prior with the municipality?
You cannot act without the municipality knowing, so that must be incorrect. I stand to be corrected, but that is gravely incorrect, because before you even put a permanent structure, council is made aware of it. And thereafter, we have come up with solutions on a more informal, resident by resident, visiting at council offices, trying to offer solutions that will save council money, because it's our taxpayers' monies as well. So we try to come and meet them at a center point, but they're not coming to the party, and they will engage with you at the office physically. Thereafter, nothing happens.
Yvonne, if you could maybe paint a picture for us, how long does it take for a septic tank, maybe on a hot month, to fill up in order for you to call council and extract what is inside, as compared to, the month that we had of the heavy downpours that we see? How many times have you perhaps called council to come and extract what's inside the septic tank?
On summer month, at least between 6 to 8 weeks, you should have filled up. In the winter, it is as and when it rains, you are filled up. It's an overflow, and you will know it. It comes to your doorstep. As you open the tap, there is that regurgitating smell that will come from there, and you must boil your water.
And what then happens inside, perhaps when you're using the drainage system or even flushing? Are there any, ripple effects from when you actually use your septic tank and it's filled from outside?
The main concern is you've got that overflow that's coming into your home, and you cannot flush. And that is a concern, because you either need to make other arrangements, like going back to the bucket system and wait until that lowers down. Then thereafter, you try and flush it down, or find alternative means, which is going to throw it out at your neighbors if they're not too full, because depending on how flooded their area is.
residents there, Hugo, from Chatsworth, Greater Chatsworth, one of them saying that it is a pending disaster, calling on the Minister of Infrastructure, or rather Public Works, Dean McPherson, to come and engage this community, saying that they've heard him, speaking in various news channels like Newzroom, saying that he will be crisscrossing the country and engaging communities when it comes to infrastructure. And they're saying that that is exactly what they want. For him to come not only to engage the community, but also engage the structures of the Swartland municipality. An impending disaster, as we heard from one of the residents, but that is the situation that they find themselves in. The municipality says that there is a charge or a fee to residents in order for them to come out and extract what is inside a septic tank. We heard now from Yvonne that during summer periods, it takes about 6 to 8 weeks in order for a septic tank to fill up. However, as we've seen in the recent month alone, the Western Cape being lashed by nature's fury and saying that the minute it starts raining, it immediately fills up. And those living on that property, which is majority of the residents here, feeling that impact, unable to use the drainage system, including to flush, and having to knock on their neighbors' doors to either relieve and help themselves. And we have reached out to the municipality, and they have answered questions as far as the issues of the septic tank is concerned.
Nasiphi Same, that's where we'll leave that conversation as Swartland residents call on the municipality to stop selling them land that is in the swamps.